Hi, welcome back to Chow with Chow. I'm Katie, and today we're going to eat and try to recreate Pad Kee Mao. On this series, I'll be tasting delicious foods and trying to recreate them at home. Join me as I learn new things and find out what it takes to make amazing food. I'm outside of Tee Nee Thai, and today we're going to check out their Pad Kee Mao. Also known as Drunken Noodles, this Thai dish is made with rice noodles and it's loaded with protein, veggies, and Thai basil. Now we're at this restaurant because it's really well rated and it's voted one of the best Thai restaurants in all of San Jose. Looks great. Ooh, very nice. Okay, tons of vegetables. I noticed there's broccoli, bell peppers, onions, Thai basil. Let me take a bite. Cabbage. It's slightly sweet, the veggies. Savory but sweet. It's got a ton of basil flavor. And the rice noodles are really wide and soft. They're kind of clumping together. Taste some garlic in there as well. Let's try some pork. Very tender. Has kind of like a soy sauce base to it. But the noodles are so soft and basil flavored. I wonder how they get that. Honestly, one of the best Pad Kee Maos I've had. As I'm recreating this Pad Kee Mao today, I want to emulate that really basil-y flavor that they got in their noodles. So since I ordered pork, I'm starting off with a pork tenderloin. I got a nice little strip here, and I just want to cut that into little thin medallions. We want to make sure to cut against the grain as well, so we can have really tender pieces of pork. And I remember that they had like a really soy saucy flavor in their pork. So I'm going to marinate this with some soy sauce and some cornstarch. We'll let this meat marinate for a couple minutes and let it get all soy saucy while we look at our rice noodles. So I found two different kinds of rice noodles. All of the recipes that I looked at online were using this kind. It's a dried rice noodle that's XL size. And it's the type that you have to soak in some water and then saute. But then I found this kind. These are fresh rice noodles and they're freshly steamed. I had to go to 2 different grocery stores to find it, and all the recipes online say that this would be a better bet if you can find it. So can't wait to check this out today, and let's open it up. And I've never bought this before, so we'll see what it looks like. Oh, it's like a whole brick. Now how do I open it? Oh, whoa! It's already into noodles. It's already cut. I thought I was going to have to cut it like it was a big sheet. Whoa, look at that. Wow, this is so fun. Okay, so I'm going to break these noodles up. So when we saute it, it's not a big clump and all chunked together like this. Okay, I'm kind of struggling. It's taking a little bit of time. So what if I try like zhuzhing it up with some water? Let's see if that works. Okay, and then maybe just take this, hopefully. Yeah, the oils are kind of helping it separate. Boom. It's working! Wow, fresh rice noodles! We've got our rice noodles ready to go. We have our veggies all cut up and ready to go. And I just made our sauce. So in here, I added a little bit of brown sugar, some regular soy, dark soy, some fish sauce, oyster sauce, and a little dash of white pepper. I also added some chicken stock because it was a little salty, and that tastes very good. And I think pretty similar to the seasonings that were in our Pad Kee Mao earlier. All right, I'm gonna tie my hair up and let's get cooking. Now that our veggies are all done, we're going to do our meat. So we've let it marinate for a little bit, and we want to cook this just a little bit. We don't want it to cook all the way because we're going to stir it up later with the sauce and the noodles. So we just want to wait for it to be cooked on both sides Get a nice sear on it, but not completely cooked. Otherwise we'll have tough and chewy meat. So the recipe I'm following says to add some garlic, adding in some thinly sliced shallots. Now I come in with my heck-a-ton of basil. Oh, and it smells amazing. Ooh, I wonder if I should have ripped these in half. I think they'll shrivel up. It'll probably be fine. And to get it going, we'll add in some rice cooking wine. There we go. Oh yeah. Deglaze the pan a little. Oh, that is so fragrant. Okay, now I think we need to put all of our veggies back in. So I'm adding in my sauteed bell peppers, my sauteed broccoli, and my cabbage. Now I use these veggies because these are the same vegetables that we had at Tee Nee Thai. And let's toss these together. Oh, gorgeous. I'm also going to add that pork back in. It's seared, but not completely cooked. So it'll finish cooking a little bit with these veggies. And my noodles. I hope they haven't stuck together. Oh, gorgeous, yes! Oh, that was really fast. And then let's drizzle our sauce right on top. Oh yeah. Wow, this is a big pot of noodles. All right, let me give it a little taste test and see how our seasoning is. Let me grab some noodles here. Yeah, so we had a lot of noodles, so I think we can go for a little more sauce. Let me make some more sauce now. Okay, add a little more sauce, and I think the color looks a little better now. So I'm going to go ahead and plate it. Ooh. Hello, are we at Tee Nee Thai? So let's give this a little tasty taste. Before we do that though, just looking at it, it looks very pleasing. Now let me see if it tastes as good as Tee Nee Thai's was. Okay, the rice noodles are delicious. The soy sauce with the oyster sauce and the fish sauce, like, it tastes great, but I do not know, like, it doesn't have that basil flavor. Like, and I added so much basil, but I feel like, let me take a bite with basil. When you eat the basil, it's like, oh yeah, heck yeah, basil flavor, but the noodles on its own, I don't know how you get that basil flavor. Maybe if we took our sauce, like our soy sauce mix, and like put basils in it and cooked it down and made that sauce with like basil extracted, then maybe it would taste the same, but let's take a peek at our veggies. Perfectly crisp, delicious. I have to say, I think using pork medallions was way better than a restaurant because it's more tender. I was really careful when I was cooking it to not overcook it, and I think that tenderness showed up in these little pork medallions. That's really good. And we can taste that kind of soy sauce flavor, so it has flavor on its own without the sauce. I think I did a pretty good job recreating this dish from Tee Nee Thai. And next time I make it, maybe I could try it with some beef or shrimp or chicken. But if you're ever at a Thai restaurant and you're craving something savory and basil, hopefully flavored, then I would definitely recommend you try out this dish. But thanks so much for watching Chow with Chow, and I hope you enjoyed watching me recreate Pad Kee Mao.